Hi there. So welcome, and today we'll be covering Wallace Wattles' The Science of Getting Rich, Chapter 7, Gratitude. So in previous chapters, we've covered how you are to create an image. You are to create a clear mental picture of what it is that you want in your thoughts, and you fix that thought upon you impress that thought upon the subconscious, and that will be formed from the formless substance. So from the formless substance, it will cause that thing that you think about to be created. So now we're going to be talking about how you can be in harmony with the formless substance. So for you to be in harmony with the formless substance, you have to have gratitude, because when you have gratitude, you're always humbled, right? Whatever comes to you, you're just always thankful. So there's a 3-step process to having to expressing gratitude. First is you believe that there's one intelligent substance from which all things proceed. And then the second is that it gives you, or it will give you, everything you desire. And third is you keep yourself connected to the substance by having a deep and profound sense of gratitude. You'll notice how some people, instead of having gratitude, all they do is complain about things. And what happens with that, like as we've covered in the previous chapters, and also as you may have heard from other people too, from other motivational leaders and motivational speakers and thought leaders, they talk about you attract what you are. So if you're the type of person who complains about every little thing, you'll notice that the more you complain about things, the more things you get to complain about. But if you're grateful, but if you're always in that place of being grateful all the time, you'll notice that the more good things come to you, the more things that come to you to be grateful for. So when you're in a place of being grateful all the time, you will not even worry about running out of supply, right? Like you're not gonna be worried that no more will be left for you, because the thing is, like, when you get something, you're just always thankful for them. And but then when you're always complaining about something and you're never thankful, that's when you fall into that place where you're always thinking that you will run out of things, that you're always thinking lack. But then if you have that sense of gratitude, you are just always thankful for everything that you receive, and then the more you're grateful, the more you'll receive, and the faster they'll come. So according to Wallace Wattles' The Science of Getting Rich book, there is a law of gratitude, and with the law of gratitude, there's the action and reaction. So it's this gratitude that keeps you connected with the power. So when I say the power, I call it God. I go to church and everything, so I believe in God. So for me, the intelligent substance would be God. And so anyway, so going back to gratitude, so the more constant and the stronger your gratitude is, the closer you are connected to God. And when you're in gratitude, your attention tends to be on the good side of things, right? So when your attention is on the good side of things, as we've covered in the previous chapters, where your attention goes, your energy flows and your results show. So when you're in a sense of, like, when you have a sense of gratitude, you tend to focus more on the good side of life. You tend to focus more on the positive, and the more you focus on the positive, you give energy to the positive, and the more you give energy to the positive, it's the positive that will be returned to you. And also, according to this chapter on gratitude, faith is born of gratitude. So when you are always grateful, you you bring about that faith that more good is coming. And so when you're also in gratitude, you want to be thankful for everything. So for example, things may have happened that aren't so, well, they don't seem to be a very good event, but at the same time, it will, when you think about your past, right, some things may have happened that didn't really seem very good, but at the same time, if it brought you to where you are now, if it brought you to a better place, then that's also something to be thankful for. So now, if something is happening in your life and you're not really liking them, one thing, one way to address that would be to still express gratitude, because I believe there's a reason for everything, right? So for whatever's happening in your life right now, whether good or bad, it is, I guess it's needed to move you to a place where you need to be. So if you are if you're always in gratitude, you expect that more things will come. So whatever is happening now, whether good or bad or seemingly bad, just trust that it will move you to a better place. It will move you to a place where you need to be, so you can get closer to where you want to be. Say for example, maybe you just lost a job, and it may look like it's really a bad thing, but from what I've seen and from what I've observed, a lot of people kind of, like a lot of people have risen up from that experience. Like they may have, like I know of some people who have lost their jobs, but as a result, they became entrepreneurs. They started their own businesses and are now successful. For example, this job that I used to work at, the owners of the company, they used to work together for a company, and then when they got laid off, they started their own company. They started their own business. So they are now, I believe, like in 30 years in business now, and they're still going strong, right? And another example would be that, say for example, someone has lost a job, and because that job was lost, so that means freedom for that person to find a better opportunity, right? So just because something that's not, that's not so nice is happening, that doesn't mean like it's going down from there. So just just like I said earlier, just have that, keep the faith, and have always be grateful, and better things will come along. And as I've covered in one of my blogs, the 7 natural laws, from like as expanded and explained by Bob Proctor in his during his live seminar, there is the law of rhythm, which means that the tide goes in, tide goes out, after night comes daytime, those things. So when something unpleasant is happening at the moment in your life right now, that doesn't mean that it's going to stay there forever. So winter does not follow winter. So after the bad, the good will come, and have faith that the good will come, and it will come. Just completely believe that, and don't ever waver. And one thing I want to share with you, during Bob Proctor's live seminar, there was this gratitude, the 3-step gratitude process that they taught. It's whether things are going good or not so good in your life right now, there's a 3-step gratitude process that you could follow, so to make things so things will get better. So I will be sharing the step 1, and for the steps 2 and 3, I will have to reserve that for my subscribers. I'm sorry, I just don't wanna violate any it's protected information, I guess, because it's from Bob Proctor. But at the same time, if you're interested in getting the steps 2 and 3, you can always opt in and subscribe to my blogs, and then I will send you the rest of the steps. But for step 1, it is to make a list of things you are grateful for every day. For the next 30 days, you have a list of 1 to 10 or more if you want. But for the next 30 days, just think of the things that you are grateful for, that you are truly grateful for. Okay? And even if it's something that hasn't happened yet, if it's a result that you're looking to get, if it's an outcome that you're hoping to get, you can also include that there, and just just in your mind envision that you already have it, and then just be thankful for that. So if you want to add that to your list, so if you don't have a lot to be thankful for at the moment, you can step into that future and create a memory of that and be thankful for that, and really feel it in your heart, like really feel that you are grateful for that. Like, it's not something that you just write down, oh, I'm thankful for this, I'm thankful for that, but really deep in your heart you don't feel it. So it's all about it's all about the thoughts that stirs your emotions, and that emotion is what creates the vibration that attracts the things that you get in your life. Okay, so yeah, so that's step 1. So do that for the next 30 days every single day. Okay, and for the other 2 steps, like I said, I'm sorry I can't really reveal them to you in this video, but if you want, you can subscribe to my blog, and I will send you the rest of the steps. So I'm gonna leave you with this quote from the book. The grateful mind is constantly fixed upon the best. Therefore, it tends to become the best. It takes the form or character of the best and will receive the best. So just remember to always be grateful, and always, like the quote said, always fix your mind upon the best. So don't worry about the not so nice things. Just let it pass and don't let it linger in your mind. So just always you can always control where your thoughts go. So just make sure that it's always going towards something good, that it's always fixed on something positive. And like I said earlier, the more positive you fix your mind onto, the more positive you'll get. So that's it for today's vlog. Hope you picked up something, and feel free to leave me your comments below. Alrighty, have yourself